Auzubillahiminasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala muslimin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain. Yang berusaha Profesor Dr. Haji Abdul Rahim bin Muhammad Yusof, Dekan Fakulti Sains. Yang berusaha Profesor Dr. Fadilah bin Yusof, Timbalan Dekan Akademik dan Hal Ehwal Pelajar. Yang berusaha Profesor Madya Dr. Zaitun bin Abdul Majid, Timbalan Dekan Penyelidikan, Inovasi, Pembangunan dan Alumni, Penolong Dekan, Pengarah Jabatan, Timbalan Pendaftar Fakulti Sains, Penolong Pendaftar, dan seterusnya staf akademik yang berada di Auditorium Al-Razi T02 ini, dan juga seluruh mahasiswa-mahasiswi yang mengikuti pendaftaran pelajar untuk sesi 2020-2021 dalam program pendaftaran pelajar Fakulti Sains melalui talian normal baru untuk kali ini. Alhamdulillah, syukur kita kehadrat ilahi dengan limpah kurnia dan izin inayahnya dapat kita bersama-sama di pagi yang berbahagia ini untuk sama-sama kita mengikuti taklimat yang akan disampaikan oleh yang berbahagia dekan dan juga timbalan dekan kita nanti, untuk sama-sama diikuti oleh pelajar-pelajar kita yang menuntut melalui talian ini. Untuk tidak membuang masa, saya mempersilakan untuk pendahuluan kita pada pagi yang berbahagia ini untuk menjemput Yang Berusaha Profesor Dr. Haji Abdul Rahim bin Muhammad Yusof, Dekan Fakulti Sains, untuk memulakan ucapan kita pada pagi yang berbahagia ini. Dengan segala hormatnya, dipersilakan Prof.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin, wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain. Terima kasih Pengerusi Majlis pada barisan-barisan pentadbiran Fakulti Sains dan pelajar-pelajar baru yang kami raikan. Okay. Saya adalah Profesor Dr. Abdul Rahim, Dekan Fakulti Sains. Jadi yang hadir bersama kita pagi ini adalah barisan-barisan pentadbiran Fakulti Sains. Nanti saya akan perkenalkan mereka kepada anda semua. Baik, kenapa kita buat begini? Ya, kita mengadakan pendaftaran pelajar baru dan juga pelajar lama semuanya online. Ini adalah berikutan dengan permakluman terkini pada 2 Oktober 2020. Ya, kalau anda baca, maknanya Kementerian Pengajian Tinggi pada 2 Oktober 2020 memutuskan untuk menangguhkan sementara kehadiran semua pelajar secara fizikal ke kampus impian Johor Bahru dan juga Kuala Lumpur. Okey, so yang pertama, semua pelajar baru dan lama tidak perlu hadir ke kampus bagi membuat pendaftaran dan pembelajaran. Ya, jadi sebab itulah maknanya kita mengadakan pertemuan ini. Ya, ini sebagai salah satu simbolik untuk permulaan bagi sesi ini, dan juga kita akan membuat permakluman untuk bagaimana pendaftaran akan dilakukan. Ya, yang kedua, semua pelajar baru dan lama perlu mendaftar dan mengikuti kursus secara dalam talian. Ya, mesti mendaftar, ya, jangan tak mendaftar. Okay. Yang ketiga, minggu mesra halal siswa MMM untuk pelajar baru akan dijalankan secara dalam talian juga. Ya, jadi banyak perkara-perkara yang akan ditaklimatkan. Jadi saya harap, ya, pelajar baru harus sentiasa peka terhadap segala makluman yang dibuat dalam talian. Ya. Keempat, pelajar yang telah hadir ke kampus asal ini tak adalah, sebab anda semua adalah pelajar baru. Okay. Baik. Yang pertama sekali, ya, maknanya kenapa kita berada di universiti ini dan kenapa kita memilih Fakulti Sains ini. Okay. Itu yang penting sebenarnya. Ya. Kalau kita hendak pergi ke salah satu tempat, ya, kita kena tahu apa kebaikan tempat tersebut, apa yang ada interesting di tempat tersebut. Kan? Begitu juga apabila kita nak belajar di satu tempat, maknanya kita kena tahu apa kebaikan tempat tersebut. Ya? Baik, yang pertama sekali adalah kita memegang kepada visi kita. Ya? Our vision. Ya, what is our vision? Universiti ada vision dia, Fakulti Sains ada vision dia. Dan visi Fakulti Sains ini mengikut apa yang telah diselaraskan oleh UTM. Jadi apa visi Fakulti Sains? To be a world-renowned faculty in the advancement of science and mathematics. Ya, itu kita punya visi. Ya. Dan apa kita punya misi? To lead in the development of holistic talents and knowledge through teaching and learning, research and innovation for universal being. Untuk kesejahteraan umat. Okay. Jadi kita buat ini semua. Ya. Jadi maknanya ini adalah visi dan misi fakulti. Ya, jadi saya harapkan mana kita faham benda-benda ni. Okey, ini minta maaf gambar dia tidak ini dia pecah sikit, tapi ini adalah gambaran. Saya rasa kita tadi pun telah ditunjukkan tentang persekitaran UTM dan juga khusus Fakulti Sains. Okey. Jadi kalau kita lihat maknanya pembinaan universiti ini sendiri, ya. Kalau kita lihat daripada atas tadi, ya, sebenarnya di tengah-tengah plan universiti ini ataupun di tengah-tengah pembinaan universiti ini adalah masjid. Okay? Jadi ini merupakan maknanya yang paling utama sekali, maknanya antara kita dengan Tuhan. Ya, sebab itu kita lihat dalam apa ni, dalam slogan kata UTM, ya, ya, untuk apa ni? Untuk manusia kerana Tuhan untuk manusia, ya, kerana Tuhan untuk manusia. Okey, jadi tengah-tengahnya adalah pembinaan masjid, ya, maknanya ini merupakan kita punya pegangan. Kita ada kita percaya kepada Tuhan, ya, itu samalah dalam rukun negara kan. Jadi itu asas pembinaan dia. Baik, kalau ya anda nanti memasuki UTM, setelah UTM dibuka nanti, cuba lihat, ya, masuk, tengoklah pintu pagar, dongak ke atas pintu pagar utama kita, ya, apa yang diletakkan di situ, ya. Bila masuk, ya, anda akan lihat doa, ya Allah tingkatkanlah ilmuku, ya. Okay. Bila anda keluar, lihat apa yang ada di sebelah kiri pula, ya. Maknanya bila keluar tu maknanya pintu sebelah kiri kan, yang sebelah kanan tu lain. Yang sebelah kanan tu ya Allah tingkatkanlah itu yang masuk. Yang keluar dia, darjat seseorang adalah menurut amal usahanya. Itu dia, ya. So penuh dengan konsep yang nak ditekankan. Maknanya kita ada values, ya, nilai dia ada sebagai seorang pelajar UTM. Okay. Baik, sedikit tentang perkembangan UTM, ya. Sebenarnya UTM bermula daripada Pelajar Technical School Kuala Lumpur. Ya, ini dekat kalau kita pergi dekat tengah-tengah dekat Pasar Seni ini sebenarnya. Ya. 1904. Jadi kalau 1904 maknanya kita dah 100 lebih tahun. Ya, bermula kalau katakan daripada Pelajar Technical School. Kemudian di-upgrade kepada Technical College Kuala Lumpur 1946. Jadi kalau 1946 maknanya kita sudah hampir berapa? Dekat 80 tahun. Okey. Kemudian kita dinaikkan taraf, ya, ke Universiti Teknologi Malaysia pada tahun 1975. Jadi kita punya umur sebenarnya berasal dari sini secara rasminya, ya. Sekarang ni kita telah berumur lebih kurang 45 tahun. Ya. 5 tahun lagi kita akan mencecah 50 tahun. Ya. Jadi kita ni kalau dikategorikan sebagai antara universiti yang termuda di dunia. Ya. Dan pada tahun 1986, ya, kita berpindah ke UTM Skudai. Ya. Dan UTM Skudai ini sekarang ni kita namakan UTM Johor Bahru, ya, yang merupakan kita punya kampus utama. Jadi kita ada dua kampus, UTM Johor Bahru dan UTM Kuala Lumpur. Ya. Ini dia UTM Kuala Lumpur, kampus UTM Kuala Lumpur. Ini antara bangunan-bangunan ikonik, ya, luasnya 47.5 ekar, ya. Ada beberapa bangunan ikonik di sana, ya. Contohnya bangunan Razak dan juga bangunan MGIIT, Malaysian Japanese International Institute of Technology. Tinggi, ya. Daripada jauh dah boleh nampak tu yang nama, ya, apa, kalau anda lihat, ya, sebelah kanan atas tu sebenarnya logo UTM tu boleh lihat, daripada, saya rasa daripada Central Kuala Lumpur boleh nampak tu bangunan tu dan boleh nampak logo UTM. Okey, ini di Johor Bahru. Ya. Nanti bila dah buka nanti anda akan insya-Allah datang ke sini, ya. Luasnya berganda-ganda kali daripada Kuala Lumpur, 2,829 ekar. Okey. Dan inilah antara gambar-gambar yang ada di dalam UTM. Okay, now I just want to tell you about the development of Faculty of Science. Okay, so in 1972, okay, the Center for Science and Humanities Studies, yeah, Pusat Sains dan juga Kemanusiaan, Pengajian Kemanusiaan, dengan 4 jabatan fizik, chemistry, fizik, chemistry, matematik dan juga kemanusiaan telah ditubuhkan di UTM-KL. Masa tu UTM Skudai tak ada lagi lah. Okay, sebab tadi kita kata kita pindah ke UTM Skudai tahun 1986. 1988 sebenarnya. Okay. Kemudian pada tahun 1981 barulah, ya, pusat ini kemudian dinaik tarafkan dan diberi nama Fakulti Sains. Jadi kita sebenarnya tertubuh pada tahun 1981. Ya, secara nama fakulti itu. Kemudian kita berpindah ke Johor Bahru, Fakulti Sains. Ya. Fakulti Sains merupakan fakulti yang ketiga pindah ke Johor Bahru. Fakulti pertama alam bina, kedua adalah Land Surveying, UKO, dan yang ketiga adalah kita. Ya. Kita pindah pada tahun 1988. Ya. Kemudian kita ada beberapa bangunan baru. Kemudian pada 2018, ya, yang ini 2 tahun lepas, kita membuat satu renovasi, kita lakukan satu renovasi di peringkat universiti yang kita namakan Sinergi 4.0, UTM, Sinergi UTM 4.0, ya, di mana kita ubah semua daripada 18 fakulti dan sekolah, kita hanya menjadi 7 sahaja. Dan Fakulti Sains merupakan salah satu. Ya. Okay. Baik. Ini saya nak memperkenalkan, ya. Ini adalah orang-orang yang penting yang anda harus tahu. Okay. Saya sebagai dekan, saya Abdul Rahim bin Muhammad Yusof, dekan Fakulti Sains. Okay. Kemudian saya diapit oleh 2 wanita perkasa, ya, iaitu Timbalan Dekan, Deputy Dean for Academic and Student Affairs. Dia akan memberi taklimat nanti, beliau akan memberi taklimat nanti, iaitu Profesor Dr. Fadilah binti Yusof. Ya. Dan kita ada seorang lagi Timbalan Dekan, iaitu Timbalan Dekan Research, Innovation and Development and Alumni. Ya. Iaitu Profesor Madya Dr. Zaitun binti Abdul Majid. Ya. Jadi Profesor Madya Dr. Zaitun ni mungkin anda akan jumpa beliau mungkin tahun-tahun yang tahun 3, tahun 4 sebagainya. Ya, sebab apabila anda terlibat dalam pendidikan, ini dia orang dia. Okay. Kemudian kita ada 4 orang pengarah. Sebab kita ada 4 jabatan. Ya. Jadi bagi jabatan fizik, pengarahnya adalah Dr. Abdul Hamim bin Ismail. Okay. Abdul Hamim bin Ismail. Bagi jabatan kimia, ya, pengarahnya adalah Profesor Madya Dr. Syahjarah Tunur binti Ismail. Syahjarah Tunur, Dr. Syahjarah Tunur binti Jamin, tersilap tu. Okay. Kemudian bagi sains matematik, ya, pengarahannya adalah Profesor Madya Dr. Syaridan bin Syafi'i. Okay. Dan kemudian bagi bioscience, adalah Profesor Madya Dr. Syafinas binti Syahir. Okay? Jadi 4 orang ni. Jadi 4 orang ini adalah kita punya pengarah. Mereka adalah bertanggungjawab terhadap program. Jadi mereka ni penting. Ya? Jadi apa-apa tentang program, inilah orang dia. Ya? Dan dulu kita panggil ketua jawatan. Kemudian kita ada 3 orang pembantu dekan, kita namakan pembantu dekan. Ya? Dr. Bakri sebagai Assistant Dean Continuing TNE, ya? Transnational Education. Kemudian Dr. Eza Syuhada binti Sadali, ya? Assistant Dean Research and Global Engagement. Kemudian seorang lagi adalah Assistant Dean bagi Quality and Strategy, ya? Itu Dr. Profesor Madya Dr. Norma Ma'an. Okay? Dan kemudian kita ada lain-lain dalam pentadbiran. Kita ada Lab Manager Dr. Alina Wakiran. Dan kita ada IT Manager kita, iaitu Tuan Haji Azhari Ahmad. Kemudian kita ada Timbalan Pendaftar. Ini penting juga ni. Ya, Timbalan Pendaftar itu Hajah Nur Azlinda binti Abu Bakar. Kemudian kita ada Penolong Pendaftar, itu Encik Azhari bin Ayub. Dan juga Syahidah Fadilah binti Mukhtar, Puan Syahidah Fadilah binti Mukhtar. Okay. Yang bertanggungjawab terhadap sekadar urusan pasca siswazah, dan juga Puan Hamidah binti Muhammad Arif yang terlibat untuk bahagian kebanyakannya adalah dalam bahagian penyelidikan. Okay, baik, itu yang pertama ya. Kita sudah perkenalkan sesiapa dia dalam pengurusan. Kemudian kita tengok dia punya fizikal. Ya. Daripada segi fizikal, bidang fizikal, ya, kita ada Fakulti Sains ni dia ada 3 bangunan penting. Ya. Bangunan yang utama kita panggil cluster C, ya, blok C. Ya, blok C ni lah letaknya jabatan-jabatan fizik, jabatan kimia dan jabatan sains matematik. Ya. Di samping ada institut research institute yang lain, research center yang lain. Ya. Dan di sini jugalah letaknya pentadbiran utama kita. Ya. Jadi ini maknanya anda akan banyak, kalau ada urusan di sini dah tempatnya, banyakkannya. Ya, untuk pelajar-pelajar mengenai fizik, kimia dan matematik. Okay. Kemudian sebelah kanan tu kalau anda lihat, kita ada blok T02. Di sini dah letaknya jabatan Biosains. Ya. Di samping itu kita ada juga buat, ya, pengurusan-pengurusan lain seperti pendidikan, office untuk pendidikan dan juga publication. Ya. Dan ada juga kita punya center yang lain. Ya. Jadi blok C, cluster C untuk pelajar kimia, fizik dan matematik. Untuk blok T02 adalah untuk pelajar-pelajar biosains. Jadi urusannya di tempat masing-masing itu. Okay. Dan kita ada juga blok T05 yang khusus untuk pasca siswazah. Okey, itu tentang jabatan. Baik. Masuk lebih khusus pada jabatan, apa yang ada dalam jabatan? Ya. Kimia, ya, nama umum kimia contohnya jabatan kimia. Sebenarnya dalam jabatan kimia kita ada 3, ini kita panggil panel. Ya. Panel-panel. Kita ada 4 panel di jabatan kimia. Ya. Panel analisis, analytical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry, and physical chemistry. Okay. Jadi ini tahun 1, tahun 2 mungkin anda akan pergi kepada yang umum dahulu. Ya. Kemudian 3, 4 barulah anda akan memilih mata pelajaran yang spesifik. Ya. Ada yang mana anda meminati. Okay. Untuk mathematical science, begitu juga kita ada 5 panel. Ya. Algebra and analysis, applied mathematics, numerical and computational, operational research, dan juga statistics. Okay. Physics kita ada 4, instrumentation, laser and electro-optics, material dan nuclear. Dan bioscience juga kita ada 5, environmental biochemistry, industrial biotechnology, plant biotechnology, animal biotechnology, dan juga protein and bioinformatics. Jadi ini pengkhususan. Jadi masa tahun 3, tahun 4, ini dia. Anda harus tahu ke mana anda akan pergi. Di mana minat anda. Tapi 1 dan 2 general, umum. Okey. Sedikit tentang fakta. Jadi kita nak masuk fakulti sains, kenalah tahu sikit tentang fakta yang ada dalam fakulti sains. Seperti yang saya nyatakan, we have 4 departments, chemistry, mathematical science, physics and also biosciences, bioscience. And research center, maknanya kita terlibat banyak dalam penyelidikan. Sebenarnya kita ada 3 pusat pendidikan yang penting. Siap Senano, Leisure Center dan UTM Siap. Kita panggil Siam, maknanya Center for Industrial and Applied Mathematics. Di samping itu, kita ada juga 18 kumpulan-kumpulan research di dalam Fakulti Sains. Jadi kita aktif sebenarnya untuk penyelidikan. Mungkin tahun 4 nanti anda akan tahu. Semasa membuat PSM, Projek Sarjana Muda, inilah dia. Kita tahu ke mana kita akan diarahkan. Dalam kumpulan research mana yang kita lebih minat. Keseluruhannya kita ada 156 orang staf akademik. Kita juga ada staf antarabangsa. Dan jumlah pelajar di Fakulti Sains sekarang ini adalah 1,282 orang. Kita ada 8 program. Sebab apa? Sebab kita ada 4 jabatan. Satu jabatan ada 2 program. So 8 program kesemuanya untuk undergrad. Dan juga kita ada pelajar-pelajar antarabangsa. Tetapi untuk sesi ini saya dapati tidak ada pelajar ada seorang. Ada seorang. Oh, okey. Seorang pelajar antarabangsa. Dan kita juga ada pelajar-pelajar pasca siswaza. Ini dia yang saya katakan tadi. Kita ada sorry. I just noticed that we have 1 international student from Egypt. Right. So these are basically our programs in the Faculty of Science. We have 8 undergraduate programs, and 14 postgraduate programs. Postgraduate programs mainly they are research, totally research, and also mixed one. Now, if we look into the research, basically UTM focus on 5 niche areas, 5 niche research areas. So we have frontier materials, we have resource sustainability, health and wellness, innovative engineering, smart digital community, community digital pintar. And so as I told you, right? So in your 4th year, then you will understand, and then you will go into one of these niche areas when you want to do your research. Again, some facts and figures on our achievement in 2019. Right. So as you can see there, we have total publication, index publication 301. So our lecturers are very active in doing research and also in publishing. Number of citations. What do you mean by number of citations? Meaning how many other researchers cite us in their publications. So we have almost 10,000 citations. Now, so again, these are about research again. As I told you, don't worry, because you will be in one of these groups in your 4th year. But I just want to introduce the research group in our faculty. So the one in brown, light brown, these are basically research groups in the mathematical science. The one in yellow, written in yellow, these are from the chemistry. Okay, the one in light green, they are from the physics, and the one in white, written in white, they are from the biological science. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I've explained about a bit about UTM, about Faculty of Science, about research. Now, I just want to tell something about our global outlook. Okay, we need to say that we don't do things inside Malaysia, right? But we also go outside. Yeah, we want the students to go outside. Okay, so we have what we call the inbound. Inbound means international students coming to UTM, to the Faculty of Science. Okay, outbound means our students going out. Okay, so you can see here the number of countries that we have been involved in. Okay, and the inbound, outbound, we also have academic program. Yeah, academic program. For example, we have one undergraduate program with double degree with University of Kent, UK. Okay, what do you mean by double degree? Double degree means when you finish 5 years, you finish UTM and then you go to University of Kent. You add another 1 or 2 years, and then you will get 2 degrees. Okay, right? And then also postgraduate, we also have joint degree with University of Bordeaux, France. Okay. Now, okay, that is on academic. Okay. Now, we also have student mobility. Yeah, our students outbound means going out. Okay, so these are the types of programs for the outbound. Yeah. So you can have study abroad. You can have a student exchange. You can also attend the international invitation program. Okay, research internship abroad. You do have, for example, you do your LI, yeah, in your 3rd year, 4th year, LI, latihan industri, yeah, industrial training. Okay, you can go out. Okay, some of our students have been to Indonesia, have been to Thailand. Okay, we have also global outreach program and also summer schools. Okay, inbound, these are international students coming to UTM. Okay, so these are examples. There are some pictures here. Our student. Okay, these are the inbound program. The students coming to UTM, and these are the outbound program. Our students going out. Okay. Okay. These are some of the universities that we have collaboration with. Okay, international. From France, from Japan, from Korea, yeah, Brunei, Afghanistan, Indonesia, of course. Yeah, we have many. UK, India, and China. Okay, and also Saudi Arabia. Okay, so these are some of the countries that we have universities in. Outside, we have MOU, MOA, okay, Memorandum of Understanding, Memorandum of Agreement. Yeah. So you can see, yeah, Malaysia Faculty Science, they are active in this. Okay, we don't just focus in Malaysia, but also focus internationally. Right. Right. Okay, these are some of the things. Yeah, we open to students. Okay, to join us. Okay, for community service. We have conducted many community service, okay, around JB, around Johor Bahru, yeah, in Johor, and also outside Malaysia, right? So in JB, for example, yeah, we are very active in Carnival Kimia. Yeah, Carnival Kimia, we go to schools, yeah, we conduct programs, okay, and STEM, STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Yeah, STEM, okay, STEM. So in Johor, basically, we are very active. Okay, Okay, right. I think this is my last slide. Okay, just I want to have this. I want to explain about ISET. Yeah? Always remember ISET. What is ISET? Okay, I stands for integrity. Okay, now remember earlier I told you about the development of UTM. Okay, if you look from the top, okay, the center is our mosque. Okay, this is about our faith. ISET is about integrity. Yeah, so always when you do things, yeah, you must have integrity in you. Okay, when you do, for example, yeah, very easy, very simple example. When you do exam, for example, yeah, so all the answers that come from you is from your effort. Okay, right. And as the second, as the first is integrity, the second is synergy. Yeah. Everything you do in UTM, okay, you cannot do it alone. Yeah, you must have friends, yeah, with you. Okay, that's why I'll show you the pictures just now. For example, about the community service. Yeah, so you must always join these types of programs. Okay, even if you want to study, you cannot study alone. Yeah, that's why when we give you a coursework, for example, yeah, we always give the coursework in groups, right? Yeah, so you must do it in your group. Okay. So IS, what is E? E is excellence. So in everything that you do, yeah, you must aim for excellence. Yeah, that is why I show you just now one of our achievement. Yeah, facts and figures. I show you the achievement. But these are achievements that comes from all of us in the Faculty of Science. Yeah, and the last is sustainability. Yeah, what do you mean by sustainability? We don't just do it once, but we want to do it again and again and again. Yeah, not only for us, but also for our next generation. Yeah. So remember, always remember ISES, because ISES is basically our UTM DNA. Okay. Jadi itu saja. Yeah. So I hope my speech today will be informative to you. Okay. And I welcome you. Yeah. I hope that the COVID will, will stop. Yeah. And then we can see you in UTM. Yeah. So again, yeah, selamat datang. Ya, seperti saya ucapkan tadi, selamat datang ya to UTM, welcome UTM. Ahlan wa sahlan. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillah, Majlis merekamkan ribuan terima kasih kepada Berusaha itu Profesor Dr. Haji Abdul Rahim bin Muhammad Yusof, Dekan Fakulti Sains. Jadi kepada para pelajar baru dapat sedikit sebanyak pengetahuan tentang pendahuluan pengenalan Fakulti Sains sebentar tadi. Untuk mengetahui lebih lanjut lagi pergerakan kita di Fakulti Sains dan juga maklumat-maklumat yang akan kita kongsi bersama, dengan tidak membuang masa, saya mempersilakan yang berusaha itu Dr. Profesor Dr. Fadilah bin Yusof, Timbalan Dekan Akademik dan Hal Ehwal Pelajar untuk memberi taklimat pada program pendaftaran pelajar baru ini. Dengan selamatnya dipersilakan, Prof.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. First of all, I would like to congratulate all of our new students. Welcome to UTM. I guess this is really an experience to all of you. We are now living in a new normal life. everything changes ever since COVID-19 come to us. So because of that, you can see that today we are going to have the most, I would say, memorable time where it never occurred in our mind this would happen. We are going to have a briefing online. So your first year in UTM would be different from what we had previously. But as you see that life has to continue, that means the education, the programs that we are having now has to be sustained and maintained as is, and we need to be adopting and adapting to the situation, and we hope that we are hopeful that this will not hinder the students to excel or to do well in their programs. So I would very much would like everybody here, the new students, you are able to adapt and adopt to our new normal life that we are now experiencing. Now, I am the Deputy Dean of Academic and Student Affairs. Basically, my job is to monitor the academic programs in the faculty, and also the student activities that we had been handling or monitoring in the past, and also now and in the future, inshallah. And as we can also see that because of the situation that we are having now, the unavoidable consequences of the pandemic, everything has to be changed, from the academic to the student affairs activities. However, that does not hinder the running of the programs, the running of the activities. So Alhamdulillah, with the new technology, we are able to overcome and to adopt and adapt the situation smoothly. As you can see that from ever since from March, we had been handling the class online. Alhamdulillah, with our, the commitment of the lecturers, we are able to conduct the class online, with the assessment also being done online. Only some courses that cannot be conducted online, for example, the one that involves the laboratories. So, inshallah, for this semester also, we are going to continue the online lectures from various platforms, and the one that involves physical attendance, we are going to save that, inshallah, until the students are able to enter the campus. So in other words, the online lectures will be on as usual, but the one that involves physical attendance will be done possibly in the later semester, in the later weeks of the semester. Okay? All right, now let me move on to the academic and student affairs activities that we are going to have in this faculty. So the content of my briefing will include the introduction, academic programs, undergraduate academic regulation, and other academic matters. Now, just to make everybody aware, okay, so these are the tentative schedule that we are going to have in today. On 13 October, my dean's briefing, and after that mine, and after that from 2 to 5, there's going to be the registration of course, and also the open session with the academic advisor. So I do hope that all students are aware of this schedule. Okay, now I will go into this notes later, alright? Okay, now, as what being mentioned by our dean just now, yeah, the organization chart for the undergraduate office of the Faculty of Science, led by the dean and myself as the Deputy Dean of Academic and Student Affairs, and I have Deputy Dean Secretary Nurul Ain Muhammad Fazil. Now, for this academic, the academic unit in the Faculty of Science is situated at the main building at C10. And we have here the Deputy Registrar, Madam Hajah Nur Azlina Abu Bakar, who will be the person in charge of the academic unit for the undergraduate, assisted by the Senior Assistant Registrar, Madam Shahidah Fadilah Muhtar. And we have 5 great ladies here. They are our supporting staff that really runs, monitors the academic unit at C10. Okay. Now they are Madam Haliza Hamzah, in charge of examination and also Department of Mathematical Sciences, and Shahid Friza Shahrum, in charge of the timetabling or schedule, and Department of Physics. Madam Noi Leila Muhammad Yunus, she is in charge of the industrial training, LI and LP, but she is now on unpaid leave. We have here Amizatul Nazirah Jamaluddin, Student Affairs and also in charge of Department of Biosciences, and Madam Faizah Muhammad Shah, Department of Chemistry and also Student Affairs. So basically, these are the supporting staff that if you are here physically in UTM, you are going to meet this important staff when you have problems with your registration, you have a problem dealing with your classes, your class that overlap. Okay, so they are here, they are helping you with all these methods. Okay, so very important, you must know them. If you have any problem related to your course registration, for example, these are the important people that you should be contacting. Now, not forgetting our Madam Hajah Nur Azlinda, our Deputy Registrar. Now, the Dean has already introduced the directors, and each directors, who are the owner, the program owner, they are assisted by the program coordinator. Okay. Now, for physics, as we have known just now, the director is Dr. Abdul Kamil bin Ismail, and assisted by program coordinator for physics, Dr. Faizani Muhammad Noor, and program coordinator for industrial physics is Dr. Ruslinda Zainal. For the mathematical sciences department, the director is Associate Professor Dr. Sharidan Shafi'i, and assisted by 2 coordinators. Program coordinator for mathematics is Dr. Anati Ali, and program coordinator for industrial mathematics is Dr. Nur Azlina Ismail. Okay, so these are what I meant by when I say the director is the program owners. They are the one that if you have any problem with your program, for example, you have anything you have a question to ask pertaining to courses to be taken, okay, please come to see them, okay, for assistance and advice. And next is on biosciences. The director is Associate Professor Dr. Shabinas Shahid, and assisted by the 2 program coordinators. They are Dr. Fazila Abdul Manan for biology and Dr. Harun Nadwa Jemon for industrial biology. And finally, chemistry department. The The director is Associate Professor Dr. Syajah Ratul Nur Jamil, and assisted by 2 program coordinators, Dr. Siti Aminah Situ for chemistry and Dr. Joazul Fadli Jamalis for industrial chemistry. Now, as you see that in our faculty, we are science faculty. Of course, we cannot run away from heavy labs. Laboratories are managed by very important people here. They are the science officer. These are all the science officers. Yeah. Now, for each building, the labs are being monitored by these science officers. Okay. Now, for C10, the main building, there are 2 blocks or 2 departments that have labs. So here we have one Rashidah binti Wan Majid, who is the science officer for physics department, situated at C21 117, and chemistry department at C10 by Encik Rashidi bin Abdul Mubin. For the block T02, which is across this block, here. This is T02 where I'm now standing is at T02. The labs are being monitored by Puan Amalina binti Ramli, and at block T05 is by Dr. Muhammad Faizi bin Mat Salim. So very important. If you need to go to lab, okay, now the lab is not available for the first year students, but inshallah, when it is open, okay, you can come to the campus, you can enter UTM, then you are going to meet all these important people that they are monitoring, or they are monitoring the labs at this particular department buildings. Now let us look at the academic program. So in Faculty of Science, we have 22 programs. In total, we have 22 academic programs in Faculty of Science, where 8 are from the undergraduate programs, 14 from the postgraduate programs. Now, 8 programs are BSc Chemistry and Industrial Chemistry, Mathematics and Industrial Mathematics, Physics and Industrial Physics, Biology and Industrial Biology. So I would say that you, the new students, you belong to any of these 8 undergraduate programs. Okay. Now, of course, we have 14 postgraduate programs that include the research by mixed mode, masters by mixed mode, and masters by research, and also PhD. Okay. So the mixed mode, there are about 6 programs under the mixed mode program. We have 4 under the research, masters by research, and of course 4 in PhD. So these are the programs that we have in our faculty. Now, for your information, all the undergraduate programs are with honors. Now, remember, everybody must remember the program code. So you see that the program code is different as what we had in the past. Now, we have an addition of an H and H here instead of SSCA for the previous program. The new cohort is now adopting the new program code, which is SSCAH. Okay? Now that goes to the others. So in other words, the program code now has changed from 4 letters to 5 letters, including the H. H refers to honors. So that means, beginning from this session, The program code for the Faculty of Science for the undergraduate program is SSC A of whatever plus a H. And also everybody has to remember the credit norms to graduate. Now they are not the same. For each program has their own credit norms to graduate, running from as low as 129 for the Bachelor of Science in Mathematics and as high as 132 credit hours. So that means if you want to graduate, you must acquire this total number of credit hours. You must earn 131 or 132 credit hours in order to graduate. Now, this is an example how the curriculum structure is. In other words, for each program, we have structured the curriculum as such that for each semester, from semester 1 until semester 8, we have already listed what courses that you must take. Okay. Now remember, in this program, the structure is as such that every student has to take 3 different categories of courses. One is the core courses, the second one is the elective courses, and the third one is the university general courses. So these are the 3 courses that you must be able to finish, that total up to be the number of credit hours that you must achieve at the end of your study before you can graduate. Now, in other words, this is for chemistry. And we have that for mathematics, mathematical sciences. We have that also for physics and also biosciences. Okay, 3, 4. Now, you would find that from year 1 until year 3, you must finish your general university courses. So that in year 4, you are free from the general university courses. Concentrate on your final year project. So in other words, if you were to follow closely, the structure that we have designed here, I would say that you are going to undergo the program very smoothly. Okay, so that means, if possible, go through all this, pass, score, so that you can be promoted to the next semester. You follow what is being recommended in the structure of curriculum, and then, inshallah, by the end of the 4th year, you are done. Okay. Now remember, after the 6th semester, which is the 3rd year, okay, now student has to undergo the training. We call that the industrial training. So that means after 6th semester will be the industrial training, which is during the short semester, and 12 weeks of industrial training or research training. And after that, semester 7 will be concentrated on the elective courses that you need to take, and also the final year project. The same goes to semester 8. You are going to do the second final year project. In other words, this is where you are going to perform there will be a viva session. You are going to present the final year project in semester 8, and also the elective courses that you need to take. Each program has their own elective courses to be taken. That is the reason why, if possible, from year 1 to year 3, get everything done on the general courses, so that you are going to concentrate more on in semester 7 and 8 or year 4, concentrating on the final year project and the elective courses. Now let me introduce you on the university general courses. Now university general courses, they are designed by clusters. Now there are 6 clusters that they have grouped them into 6 clusters, where each cluster has their list of courses to be taken. Now these are what we meant by the general courses, where every student has to take these courses, a total of 23 credit hours. Now again, I would like to mention here, we have already listed down what are the courses to take from cluster 1 until cluster 5. So these are the courses where we arrange them as such that you are going to take them from semester 1 until semester 6. So that 7 and 8 will be focusing on the final year projects. Okay? And again, I would like to alert here that there are some changes in the code of the courses, because as from September 2019, there are some changes in the course code and also the code name, the course code name. Yeah? So these are going to be listed to you, given to you, and explained to you in detail later. Yeah? I think the academic advisor would in the better position to explain in detail, yeah, how can this be done. But however, we have already listed that in your curriculum, in your academic curriculum, the curriculum structure for semester 1 until semester 8. These are what we have already suggested and given to all the new students. So you follow through all those courses that you need to take. Now, the old codes and the new codes starting from 2019 to 2020. Now you'll find that all these need to be followed closely. The changes that has been taken, the name of the course has to be changed effective 2019 semester 2, I guess. So that means, of course, you are not able to really digest all of them now. And this is when I guess the academic advisor would be assisting you. For the language, okay, this is where I guess many students are really interested to have a foreign language elective. You are only asked to take one foreign language course, but some students, they like to have more, all right? So this is what we have in the old codes. We have Bahasa Arab, Bahasa Jepun, Mandarin, French, and Parsi. But now we have one more additional to the existing foreign language courses that we have. We have Bahasa Korea. So in other words, all of you need to take the foreign language, one subject enough, but many students, they want to have more. However, that is optional. Okay? Optional in the sense that if we are not encouraging, but if you want to do it, then it is on your own initiative. Now, on the English language requirement for the international students. Now, for the new cohort starting January 2020, applicant must fulfill one of the following English language requirements. The IELTS exam score is valid for 2 years only. So remember, valid for 2 years. Now the IELTS result must be a minimum overall score of 5.5. For TOEFL, minimum score of 46. For MUET, 3 or higher. For Cambridge English qualification, score of 160 and above. English language practice test computer based, score of 51 and above. And ELS certified intensive English program, completion of level 107 or higher. So this is effective January 2020. Yeah. Now, for all students of Faculty Science, there are 3 English levels that you need to acquire or you need to take. So, for year 1 is UHLB 1122. For year 2, UHLB 2112. And for year 3, UHLB 3132. So, these are the 3 courses that every student has to take. However, starting from last semester, okay, last session, okay, they are giving, exemption to those who did well in their IELTS and MUET. Okay, now if their MUET result is at band 4 or above, or IELTS of band 5.5 or above and above. Okay, the first English course, which is UHLB 112, can be exempted. When I say can be exempted, is upon your application. It will not be automatically exempted. You need to apply for exemption. In other words, you have to go through filling in one form and submit to us. Submit to the academic language department. Now, those who are getting band lower than 4 or IELTS 5 or below, now they must take all the 3 courses. You must take all the 3 courses. And of course, you must apply for the credit transfer. Now remember, this is only applicable to those who registered from 2019. Yeah? Later than that, in other words, the cohort before that, they cannot claim for those exemptions. Okay, so in other words, this is meant for the new cohort starting from 2019. Yeah. Now, how you want to go through? How you want to get the exemption? So you have to go through the process here. You need to fill in the form for transfer credit. Okay. And then you have to submit that to the academic, to the unit of academic in Faculty Science, where this form will be forwarded to the academy, language academy for endorsement. In other words, you need to fill in the form and submit to us. Then we are going to forward that to the language academy, and after that, the language academy will endorse whether the transfer credit can be granted or not. Now, one important course, general course that is new, to the previous 2 cohort plus this cohort means we have 3 now. Yeah? that are going to have this course, which we call as Excel. What is Excel? Is extracurricular experiential learning. Okay. Now, this course is designed to recognize student engagement in extracurricular activities and encourage students to better appreciate the learning process occurs in activities. So, in other words, what it means here, the extracurricular activities which is not in your curriculum, okay, if you were to participate in those activities, this course will be extracted and be given 1 credit. Okay, 3 courses will be extracted. The best 3 courses that you have taken from year 1 till year 3, they are going to extracted and evaluated and be given 1 credit for this course, which we name it as Excel. This is not the activities that is under the curriculum, outside the curriculum. That's why we call that extracurricular activities. Now, there are guidelines for the students, okay, in English and in Malay. And what are the prerequisites? Now, I guess the student must be able to look at those guidelines closely. Now, and also, I would say the academic advisors will be assisting you and advising you on this matter. Now, when we say extracurricular activities performed by students that fall outside the realm of formal learning without assessment, consist of activities organized by faculty, club, association, college, external agency, does not include activities that are conducted within courses or part of the curriculum. If activities are conducted within the course, they are part of academic program curriculum. The activities are only considered as extra portion who are not enrolled in the program. So number 1, 2, 3 are clear, but number 4, let's say we have one activity under the curriculum. Okay, all the students who registered in that particular course for the curriculum, they are not considered an extracurriculum. But you from outside, you want to join the program, yeah, because you think that you like to be in the community service that the programs are organizing, and you want to be part of them. Then this is considered extracurricular because you are not there enrolling in the course, but you want to join voluntarily in that particular program, not registering for the course in the curriculum. Then that is considered extracurricular activities. Now, what kind of extracurricular activities that we have here? Now, there are academic enrichment, counseling, motivation, and many more. Yeah? So when you are here, I guess you are going to see there are many activities organized by us, by the faculty, by the college, by the university. And do participate because this is the time for you to be active in this activity, because these activities will give you many benefits, yeah? And to prepare you before you go into the work life after this. Now, this is on the Excel, okay, how the 1 credit Excel can be done. Yeah? So how the student can get the 1 credit Excel from the activities they are going to go through from year 1 until year 3. So you are going to be involved in many activities, but only 3 will be extracted or taken. and then produce separate reports for each activity involved, and the activities or the report must be reviewed and verified by the academic advisor. And obtain approval from the academic advisor to enroll in the Excel course. So that means the activities that you have done from year 1, okay, you must produce reports and verified by the academic advisor. Then those 3 activities that have been approved by the academic advisor will be used for you to enroll in the Excel course. Okay. Now, summary of the process, is you engage, you do reports, you engage in the activities. After that, you produce report in the form of e-portfolio, and then you submit in the MyUTM. Okay. Now, the activities report consists of the following: your activities information, your graduate attributes, position, role in the activities, mini report, self-reflection, certificate, photo, and video. So these are the reports that you must be able to come out from each activity that you have attended. That means the 3 best ones will be taken, extracted, and that becomes and approved by the academic advisor. And after that, you can enroll in the Excel course. Okay? What is meant by Excel? This is not something that you are going to be, doing like the normal courses. This is from the courses that you have done to be extracted and be awarded the 1 credit hours in your curriculum. But these are the activity, the report that you have to produce at the end of each activity that you have undergone. Now, but in our faculty, Alhamdulillah, we have a structured activity course for our students. This is what we call the roadmap, my roadmap of FFS. Now, this roadmap is what we have designed, we have structured for the student of the Faculty of Science, okay, from year 1 until year 4. So the committee, the task force, has designed as such that every student, when they enter our faculty, they have to go through some of the courses that we divide that into 3 categories. Where the assessment will be 3 assessments that you are going to assess on the personal skills, on the team working skills, on the corporate behavior. So in other words, when you enter, you are going to be given some activities or courses or programs that really geared to assess. The first one will be on the personal skills, or the lifelong learning positive attitude, AO1, and after that, the communication skill, AO2, responsibility, adaptability, and team working. And as you go on, the next one will be on the leadership, critical thinking. So all this will be done from year 1 until year 4. These are the activities that we belong to the Faculty of Science. We organize. We have already made sure that all the academic advisors are able to explain on this particular roadmap by Faculty of Science. Now, in other words, in UTM, the activities are either from the Faculty of Science, from the college, or from the university. So you have 3 categories of activities. Okay, but this one is really unique. specifically for the student of Faculty of Science. Okay, so inshallah, we are the JKPP, and also task force, and also the academic advisors will elaborate more on these particular activities that belongs to the Faculty of Science. So in fact, they have already done the Bengkel workshops on how to handle all this for year 1 students, for year 2 students, until year 4. Okay? I mentioned just now on the latihan industry and latihan pendidikan, industrial training, or research training. Now, when we mention about industrial training, these are for the students who are taking the industrial, mathematics, chemistry, physics, and biosciences. When we say about research training, these are meant for the program of, we call that the pure math program, pure chemistry program, pure physics program, and biology program. Okay, so this training we have designed as such that they are going to be done after your completing your 3rd year. After completing the 3rd year, you have achieved a certain credit hours. Okay, then you can go for this industrial training or research training. Now, conducted in the short semester, 12 weeks, with 5 credits, with status hadir wajib, and of course, you are going to be having the training in companies or in research centers. Now, what I would like to say here, if possible, we are looking for good companies or GLC companies or international companies, so that you are exposed. You can be having, I guess, if the companies are at the level of GLC or international, we are hoping the students have more exposure and have good experience, working experience in those big companies. So basically, when you are in your 3rd year, 3rd year before ending your 2nd semester of 3rd year, you are going to be assigned with companies. Which companies that you need to go for this industrial training or research training. So normally, we want the student to apply first. Any companies around Malaysia, or it can also be at overseas. Now, before the COVID-19 pandemic, we have students that the LI, the latihan industry, who conducted as far as in Japan. Okay, we have in Japan, we have in Thailand, Indonesia. So of course, if we have the fine, we are not going to restrict where you want to do your industrial training. It can be anywhere. Okay, but because of this COVID-19 pandemic, we need to restrict only the companies in Malaysia, not even in Sabah, Sarawak. Only in Peninsular Malaysia. But Alhamdulillah, for this batch of students, they just finished their latihan industry, they are able to get good companies as well. Okay, but some companies are having a physical attendance in the company, but some they did it online. In other words, they work from home. So it depends. So we accept both ways of handling this pandemic. So as far as they have completed the 12 weeks of training, then they can be considered to have passed this internship. So why we need this LI and LP? Because of course we want students have to have the exposure to the life, working life, to have the opportunities to do interaction with the companies and to see how you want to work in a teamwork, or how you want to evaluate the ethics, professional ethics in that company. You learn from there, and of course we want to have collaboration between the university and the industry. So all these, in one way, giving more positive impact to the students, preparing them before they go into the workforce later. Now, all students, of course, you are going to be assigned with academic advisors. Now, I would say that all of you have your all of you already are assigned with the academic advisor. Okay, because at 2 o'clock today you are going to meet them. Okay, why you need an academic advisor? What is the peranan of this academic advisor, and what is the role of the students as well? So this is like partnership between the advisor and the students. Now, once you register in the program, you must be assigned with academic advisor. Why? Because this is a way. Because we want students to have the correct advice. What to take for each semester. If you have any problem in terms of your academic matters, or you have personal problem that you want to discuss, your friends are not able to be helping you, you need somebody else other than friend, other than your mom or your dad. So we have already giving you a person that will be in charge of you from day one you register in UTM until the end of your 4th year. And in fact, after your 4th year, this academic advisor will be contacting you until 5 years after you graduated, because we want to see the development that you have gone through. From day one, you entered until you graduate, and after that, 5 years after that, what happened to you? So they will be in contact with you. Sorry to say that, but I think you will see many success stories from the advisors, because students are still contacting them until now. Even they have left the university over 5 years. Okay, so how you want to know more on the academic advising, you can go to this website, www.Undergraduate Academic Advisor. Okay, and also we have this policy and code of practice. We call that text here. Only in Malay version, sorry, at the moment. Okay. All together from 01 until 09. So these are the code of practice for the undergraduate learning and teaching. So you accessible. The source is from the CEDU, Center of Innovation and Development of Undergraduate unit curriculum. So the policy and the code of practice for undergraduate, if we have encounter any problem that we are not able to answer, for example, then we go through this code amalan and policy to get at least some assistance, yeah, if we have any problem related to that. Okay. And again, the academic regulation, because this is very important that all students are aware of the academic regulations that we are adhering to. We adhere to this academic regulation for full-time undergraduate student, undergraduate program in UTM. So you can get that. This is the 15th edition. Also can be accessed from that website. So from now and then, I guess, if you have any question, then you might not know how to answer that. Okay. The first, I think you can look at the academic regulations, or else you can contact us for assistance. Now for the academic session, okay, all in all, lectures must be 14 weeks, and we have 1 week of semester break, and then 1 week revision, and 3 weeks of final examination. So all in all, there will be 19 weeks, okay, for semester 1, and then there will be a break, 4 weeks, and then continue to semester 2, another 19 weeks, and then after that, the short semester. Okay, those who are in, for example, in year 3, during this short semester, they will be having their industrial or research training. Okay, so this is how the academic session is designed. Yeah? So remember, we need to have 14 weeks of lectures. Okay. Now, program registration, as I mentioned just now, every student must register the course. Yeah? So for new students, of course, your registration will be done this afternoon. Yeah? Betul, eh? This afternoon. And you must register. Yeah? If you don't register, then if you are a new student and if you not register on time, without any valid reasons, then your offer will be annulled. Okay, and senior students, they have the pre-registration, and after that, if they need to do the pre-registration, and then they have to endorse another registration. In other words, they can register again once they are in the first week of the semester. Okay. Now again, remember, registration has to be done every semester. Yeah, you cannot say that you do not know. Yeah, this is something that will be monitored and assisted by your academic advisor. Every semester, you need to register the courses. Normally, pre-registration will be done in the week 14 or 15 of the previous semester. So if you now you are new students, the registration will be done in the afternoon. Now when you go to the second semester, will be next semester, before end of the semester, there will be pre-registration of the courses for the second semester. Normally the academic advisor will be advising or assisting you on this matter. All right. Now, don't forget to pre-register. Okay. Now, compulsory of course registration period 2 working days before semester begins. Every registration must be signed by teaching lecturer or representative. And normally, after you have gone through that, then the TDA, the deputy dean, will be giving the approval. Whether the courses can be accepted, the registration is accepted or not. Now, amendment periods to course registration by student is first week of every semester. In other words, if you need to have some amendment, you need to drop or you drop or delete courses. Okay, that has to be done on the first week of every semester. If you are late, okay, you go to the second week. Only in second week you realize that you have not done the amendment, then you can do the amendment, but with penalty. You are going to be penalized. Yeah? Students with probation status will have their course pre-registered. In other words, those who are having a status of KS, probation, they have pre-registered. And automatically the pre-registered will be annulled. Okay? So in other words, when they come to the next semester, they need to register again. Okay? Because the pre-register will automatically be annulled or taken out. Yeah? Students who fail to register for the course within the time stipulated without reason acceptable to the university will be terminated. And students are fully responsible for ensuring that there is no mistake in the course registration process. Any amendments must be made within the duration stipulated by the university. Okay? Now, work schedule for course registration, application for award of degree, and examination for degree, you can refer that by the Academic Management Division, AMT. So there's a website there. Yeah? So please go to the website if you want to look at the work schedule for the course registration. Now this is very important when you do the course registration. Yeah? You would find the codes HS, HW, KM, MN, UG, UK. What does that mean? Okay. Each particular code refers to some definitions here. Yeah? HS meaning you are registering the course for the purpose of acquiring the additional knowledge, HS. HW, compulsory course, as set in the program curriculum. KM, this is under mobility program. MN, minor program, but we are not adopting any minor program in our faculty. UG, if you are enrolling for the course in order to register for a past course in the previous semester with a grade B minus and below for purpose of improving. So you want to improve the grade. That goes under UG. Yeah? And UK, register for a failed course in the previous semester for the purpose of repeating the course. So these codes are important to be defined correctly. Yeah? So you must remember to know what those codes are referring to. Now, this is on the academic workload for each semester. Now, students, for students to be registered student, they must have at least 12 credit hours and not more than 18 credit hours. So, in other words, for a good status or KB, they must register at least 12, but at most 18. Cannot be more than 18, cannot be less than 12 to be a full-time student. Now, students who are in the final 2 semesters of the are not subjected to item 3.1. Now, in other words, applicable to all but not to the final year students. In other words, they have 2 more semesters to go, but they cannot use the ruling in 3.1. Because of, sometimes they have only few courses to finish. Semester 1, only 6 courses they may register, another 6 courses in the second semester. So, meaning these 2 students are in the final semesters, they are not bounded by 3.1. Now, very important, everybody, all the new students who wish to take more than 18 credit hours. Now, you cannot just simply register more than 18. You have to get approval from the dean or the deputy dean. Okay? Now, of course, we are not allowing more than 21. In other words, 18 plus another subject, 3 credit, total up to be 21, but not more than 21. And students with probation, KS, are not allowed to take between 9 and 12 credit only, are allowed to take between 9 to 12 credit only in the following semester. This is to help them, okay? We do not want them to be burdened with too many credits and they are not able to get good grades to cover for the KS status that they have gotten for the semester. Students who wish to enroll in a short semester are allowed to take a maximum of 8 credits only. Now, normally, short semester, we are not offering any courses. But if necessary, then that's subject to change, okay? If we are really in need of the courses to be offered. Okay, but as of now, no courses offered in short semester. Program credit hours and duration of study. Now, the minimum amount of credit for graduation is 120 credits, subject to credit requirement to pass a program as determined by the faculty with the approval of the Senate. Now, what is meant here, in order for a student to graduate, you must get a minimum of 120 credits. Okay, this is if the norm is 131, for example. In other words, the other 11 credit hours is from the transferred credit that's being awarded to you. That means 120 credit must be earned, okay, in order for you to be to graduate, and determined by subject to the approval by the Senate. Okay. The maximum study duration in an academic program is the regular duration for a program plus an additional 50% of the student's regular semester duration. Okay, plus another additional 50%. Yeah? Student must pass all courses in the curriculum for a program of study. So they must pass before they can graduate. Now, this is the direct entry student. The maximum number study duration is determined by the faculty based on the total number of approved vertical credit exemption as shown in table below. Now, what is meant by vertical credit transfer is that if you are in the diploma, you are a direct entry student, come from a diploma, okay, there are some courses that may be transferred into your degree program. That is meant by vertical transfer, okay, from lower degree to higher degree. Okay? We cannot have vertical transfer from higher degree to lower degree. It should be for lower to higher. Okay, so these are the maximum duration semester. Possibly you are not able to digest it now, but later, if you are really in this situation, then we can discuss more on this. Now, a vertical credit transfer can be given. Now, remember, this is vertical credit transfer. Those who are entering the program from diploma, for example, diploma degree or higher diploma degree, they want to continue a program in our faculty. So, in other words, there are some credit that may be transferred upon approval by the faculty and also endorsed by the Senate. Okay. Now, on recognized by the Senate, okay, the limit of the vertical credit transfer that may be granted cannot exceed 30%, or according to the percentage set by the relevant professional bodies of the total number of credit required for the award of a degree. In other words, cannot exceed 30%. Application of vertical credit transfer should be made by applying for the program. So you need to apply for that. Only courses with a minimum grade C can be considered. Students are not allowed to register for the course that have been granted. If vertical credit transfer, it will be cancelled. Vertical credit transfer is not allowed for a higher level to a lower level program. In other words, you have a degree, and then you want to take a diploma course. You want to do the transfer from a degree to a diploma, that is not acceptable. Vertical credit transfer is not allowed for any course in minor program. Vertical credit transfer will be re-evaluated if there is a change in students' program. Suddenly you want to change the program to other faculty. You have been given some transfer credit in this faculty. Then you want to change to engineering. Then it has to be re-evaluated. Yeah, the transfer credit that is being awarded has to be re-evaluated. Now, horizontal credit transfer is when you are, for example, you are going into a mobility program in Korea, in semester 1. And then you are taking some courses in semester 1 in Korea, in Seoul, and then you want to map that to the courses that you should be taking here in UTM. Then we will see whether horizontal credit transfer can be awarded. Normally, students who wants to join or participate in the mobility program, they have to see whether the horizontal credit transfer can be done before they agree to go for to join the mobility program. Some students, they really care of for this credit transfer, but some students, they do not care because they want to participate in the mobility program. They are willing to add extra semester in order to graduate in the program in Faculty Science. So basically, students who are taking courses through student mobility program must be recognized by the Senate. Can apply for horizontal credit transfer. The course that is given the horizontal credit transfer is a course that has been approved by the faculty before the student joined the mobility program. There is no limit to horizontal credit transfer between programs within the university. Okay? So students from other IHLs is in good status may be considered for horizontal credit transfer at the university. The limit of the horizontal credit transfer allowed for other IHLs is not more than 50% of the total credit for graduation. In other words, cannot be more than that. So you see that you cannot be too long in other in the mobility program, because not all courses can be transferred because we are using that particular procedures. Again, horizontal credit transfer will be re-evaluated. Once you change program, then it needs to be re-evaluated. Students should inform the faculty obtain for all of the courses they enroll as soon as they receive the result from the I. So these are the procedures. Well, basically what is important is that, once you get the opportunity to be enrolled in the mobility program, you have to see whether whatever courses that you are taking there can be mapped to the courses that offered for your program. Okay? Now, for a different program, the number of semesters that can be used is subject to the amount of approved horizontal credit transfer as shown in the maximum duration of study table above. Okay. Students who opt to use horizontal credit transfer must fulfill the period of residence of at least 2 regular semesters at the university. So again, we will go into this later, because at present, I think the students that we have are not actually fall into this category yet. But once you are in the faculty, later you want to join the student mobility program, then we are going to explain you again on this. Now again, we have the MOOC courses. Students may apply for horizontal credit transfer for MOOC courses. In other words, if there are MOOC courses, that can be mapped to our course. Here, it has to be evaluated whether it really can be met exactly, and then the maximum number of credit of MOOC is subject to 30% of the total hours of graduation. So in other words, these are what is meant by the credit transfer in a horizontal situation. Vertical and horizontal. Vertical from different degree, horizontal the same, at the same level. Mapping has to be done from the courses that you have taken elsewhere. Now this is when you fail courses, you need to repeat. Students must register and repeat all failed core and general courses. And once you repeat, the current result will be replaced. Okay. So in other words, the course that you have failed will not be appearing in your transcript anymore. So what the CGPA will be calculated with the new results that you get from the course that you have repeated. But those who fail elective, okay, you must repeat the elective, but not necessarily the same elective course. You can take from other courses as well, but not necessarily the same elective course that you have failed. Okay. Now the grading system that we are practicing in UTM is this. Okay, we have A plus A minus until E. Okay, so if you get an A, is the A plus of A, the grade point is 4.0, but A minus is at 3.67. And D plus is the minimum passing grade. However, the passing grade of the course is subject to the requirement of the faculty with the Senate's approval. Now, normally, if you get a B minus or below, you may repeat the course. In other words, you want to replace the course with, you think that you can replace it with a better grade, then you may be allowed to repeat the course, to replace the grade that you have done earlier. It must be B minus or below. Okay. And the grading system, besides the grade listed above, the following grading is also used. This is no value. In other words, you are not given any grade letter for the grade, but it's either HS, HL, or HG. HS is audit, HL is pass, HG is a fail. So for industrial training, it's a pass HL or a fail HG. So either you get HL or HG. Okay, for industrial training or research training. Okay, now the incomplete status TS. Okay, if you see that from last semester, we have many students who are being awarded the status of TS because they cannot complete the course in the second semester because of the pandemic. Now they have to continue that in semester 3. Once they have done the course in semester 3 and they finish, then the TS will be lifted and give a grade. So in other words, the TS will not be lifted, okay, until you have taken or completed the course. Okay, so of course we are given some duration for them. For example, the students who are affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, they were given the status of TS for some subjects until the end of semester 1, 2021. In other words, they have to get it done by the end of this semester. Okay. Now, how can the TS be given? When you do not take final examination due to illness, do not complete a course due to illness, student undergo industrial training, or other reason that acceptable by the Senate. Okay? And remember, the TS must be converted into a grade after the student completes the above. Yeah? The student who joins student mobility program outside UTM, the grade TS, KM for each course will be given if the results are not obtained from the university offering the courses in the semester registered at UTM. In other words, this semester, that particular course is not offered. So you get TS, KM. So the next semester, the course that you did in Korea, for example, is now registered. So that one becomes the course that the TS that is the TSKM is referring to. Only can be given the grade in semester 2. Okay, all temporary grades TS will be converted to a grade before the Standard Standing Committee meeting of the following regular semester. So in other words, all TS must be converted into grades once the student has completed the whole course. Now, other standing, academic standing, it can be KB, KBMU, KBBM, in other words, good standing but does not fulfill the Bahasa Melayu requirement. KBMU, good standing but not fulfilling the MUED. Yeah? In other words, have not set for MUED. KBTK means good status but have not applied for an award for a degree. KBPSC means a good status but not completed the professional courses. The TS meaning not completed, no final examination, evaluation mark at least one course for the student and must be completed within the current semester. TSKM, no marks, this one is on the mobility, enroll in the mobility program. So all this, student must be able to understand because it will appear in your transcript later. Yeah? Deferment of study. Okay, you can defer your study, but you must have justification for that. So based on the health reason, personal reason, gap year. This is something that I think I would like to highlight. Now, for example, you are enrolling in our program, finish your first year, suddenly you want to stop for 1 year to work or to be, to do something here elsewhere, not in Malaysia or overseas, can also be in Malaysia, something that you want to do that you need to defer for a year, but you want to continue back the following year. So in other words, you stop for a year to do something like you want to be involved in the community service, or you want to involve in some businesses that you think very urgently need you, that you need to stop for a year, but you promise to continue again in the following year. So those particular year that you ask for a leave, that is what is meant by a gap year. So in other words, you can have 1 year leave, and then after that you continue in the program again. And also, deferment can also be given when the GPA is less than 1, and of course misconduct. Okay, so if you do something against our regulation, you are not abiding to the regulation, the UTM regulation, then you are possible to be deferred in your studies, given a deferment in your study. Now, the maximum deferment for health reasons is 2 consecutive semesters for every application made by student. And of course, students who are certified to be medically unfit by medical practitioner may apply to the Dean of Faculty or the Chair for a deferment of study for the semester. If students require deferment of more than 2 consecutive semesters, the case will be referred to the University Medical Panel to decide whether the student should be allowed to continue or withdraw from this study. So in other words, this is reasons how the deferment can be given. For cases under personal reasons, the application must be made before the last working day of week 9 of the semester. So this very important. I guess all of you must be aware of this particular provision given to students. The deferred semester will not be taken into account as part of the total semester used for the duration of the program for the following cases. In other words, not counted. Student deferred by university due to medical reasons will not be taken into account as part of the total semester. Student deferred by university due to GPA less than 1.0. Student deferred by university due to misconduct. Student deferred by university due to national interest. Student deferred by university due to undergoing gap program. Okay. Azlina, TP. Ini betul ke ni? The deferred will not be taken into account. Betul lah? For cases under personal matters, the period of deferment will be counted as the semester being used. However, with the endorsement from the Dean of Faculty and approval from the Deputy Vice Chancellor, the semester requested for deferment will be excluded from the calculation. Okay, so this is misconduct tu. Misconduct tu betul, tak kira. Okay. All right. So yes, So this is some deferred will not be taken into account. That means those are the cases, but on personal matters will be counted as a semester being used. But this is also subject to the endorsement by the Dean and the Deputy Vice Chancellor. Okay. Now, change of program of study. Okay, now students, when you are in UTM, you are given the opportunity to change program. But you need to look through how the change of program can be done. The application for change of program can only be made after completing a minimum of 1 semester of study at the university and latest by the 4th semester of study. In other words, semester 1 or in year 1 or year 2. The application for change of program is made no later than 2 weeks after the results have been announced. The application for change of program for another faculty must obtain prior approval from the student's original faculty and the new faculty being requested by the students. So this is very important because you see, sometimes students want to change to other faculty, but that faculty is not accepting that particular application. So in other words, you have to be here. Cannot change to that faculty. So the change of program, if we approve, we give the recommendation, it doesn't mean that the other faculty will be willing to take you. So it's subject to that. Okay. The student academic performance must not be a failed status. For a change of program that is equivalent to the previous one, the student academic record will be retained and student period of study will be counted as continuous. For a change of program in a different field, student previous academic record will be closed and kept and a new record will be created. The maximum period of study is subjected to the program offered by the new faculty and the number of approved horizontal credit transfer. The change of program is only allowed once throughout the student's period of study. If you want to change within Faculty of Science, I think that will be easier. We can do that internally. But when it comes to inter-faculty, then it is subject to the approval of that faculty. And again, you are going to change the program, and of course, you have to go back to your year 1. If let's say you are in year 2, now when you change to other faculty, you have to go back to year 1 again. Because of course the courses, some cannot be transferred horizontally. Now, this is very important on attendance. Now, since attendance is not done physically in this semester, but, you have to use the QR code, UTM Smart, because every lectures, they will be given the QR code, and of course, you need to use that, even though it is online, So, students normally would have to attend 80% of the total scheduled contact hours given in a semester. Or else you are not permitted to attend or to attend your final exam. So that means even though it is not scheduled face-to-face learning activities, still we are practicing the attendance here. So you cannot be absent 20%, more than 20% of the time. The total scheduled contact hours of learning activities. So it has to be 80% or more. So every lecturer will have to have the QR code set up for each class, and we are looking closely on the attendance. Now, this is how you can calculate your academic standing. You can calculate your GPA. You can also calculate the CGPA. Normally, the GPA is calculated for each semester, but the CGPA is the accumulated credit hours that you have done for the semesters that you have completed. CGPA and GPA. I think it's either you get a good standing when your CGPA is greater than or equals to 2, or probation is from 1.7 to 2, or a fail when the CGPA is less than 1.7. Students who obtain GPA of less than 1, even though the CGPA is 1.7, may continue with their studies. However, the Senate can differ. You may continue, but if the Senate say that you cannot, you have to defer the studies. So in other words, subject to the endorsement by the Senate, and can give you the KG instead. Students who obtain 3 consecutive probation, KS for 3 consecutive semesters, they will be terminated from their studies. Students who have completed their studies but do not meet the requirement of the award will be given a KG and terminated for their studies. The academic standing of a student for a short semester will not be ascertained. The grade obtained in that semester will be taken into account for the calculation of CGPA in the first semester of the following session. TP, masih guna lagi tak ni? Yang short semester? Tak kan? I think this one they are going to have that. They do not have to wait until.
This is maintained except for COVID cases.
This is maintained except for COVID cases. COVID cases, in other words, the short semester will those who were given TS in their semester 2 last time. This is because of COVID. They have to continue to semester 3 to finish the course. So this is a special case where the CGPA will be evaluated for them. But if there's no COVID, meaning still maintained, this particular provision given to them for the calculation of the CGPA. Okay, status of the students who enroll in this is for mobility. So, like I mentioned just now, the SKM, until they are able to map the subjects that they have taken in other country or in the mobility program to be matched with the subject that they are enrolling in UTM here, and only then the calculation of the CGPA can be done. Okay. So again, all these actually, what I've mentioned just now, you can get from the academic regulation for the undergraduate programs. So I'm just like reading from this particular book. Okay. However, I think it is worth mention, because possibly if you want to read that on your own, you will, I don't know whether you have the time. Okay. At least you know that this particular information can be available in this academic regulation. Okay. Other academic matters. Okay, this is mainly just give a very brief announcement to the program of SSCE Mathematics and Industrial Mathematics. You are asked to choose whether you want to take mechanics or chemistry principle. Okay. Now this is important for you to choose which course to be taken or to register, and you please email that to ugss@utm.my. So you may choose one only. Which one do you want? Is it the physics from the physics department or from the chemistry department? So for SSCE, Mathematics and Industrial Mathematics students, okay? And main teaching and learning platform, e-learning, I guess by now students have already registered in the e-learning. In fact, I got some information from some staff. The students have already have communication with the lecturers in the e-learning. Okay. E-portfolio, yes, this is important because all your activities, okay, you must be able to do the report in the e-portfolio. And all this you can get from the one-stop student services in the My Portal. Okay. And My UTM portal, My UTM, my.utm.my. So I guess e-portfolio, it is very important for you to start early. So you please look at how the e-portfolio can be handled, can be done. It is just like Facebook. Okay, you are sharing what activities that you have gone through. Like today, you are having the briefing from the faculty of science. Maybe this is one story that you would like to share in your e-portfolio. So this is like sharing in your FB, but instead of Facebook, you have a very organized way of reporting that in the e-portfolio. Okay. So the manual is given. You have the manual for you to really teach you how to access into this particular e-portfolio. And I would say that your academic advisor this afternoon will talk more on this. How to use the e-portfolio, how to be involved in this e-portfolio, how to do reporting in the e-portfolio. And these are what we call the holistic entrepreneur and balanced graduate. So in other words, the extracurricular and all the activities. So these activities are actually they are controlled or monitored by the Hal Ehwal Pelajar Student Affairs. Deputy Vice Chancellor under the Office of Deputy Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. Okay. Okay, so basically you would find that apart from what we have in our faculty, we also have at the university level and the college level. Okay, even though you are not in the college, there are college activities as well. Okay, so I think this is the time where you can collect points or collect as many activities that you are going to. You can plan the activities that you want to be participating in this semester, okay? Because you do not have to be present physically. All of them are going to be done online. Yeah. Okay. Now, this is something that I think I would like to highlight to everybody: the Hari Curriculum Mingguan. Hari Curriculum Mingguan semester 1. So, in other words, this Hari curriculum week, for semester 1 is going to be done, starting from next week. So, in other words, this is like they have chosen one day in a week, for students to participate in the extracurricular activities. So there's a circular already where we are asked to adopt the Hari Curriculum Mingguan ini. So basically, you will find that Hari Selasa, Tuesday in JB, will be Hari Co-Curriculum Mingguan, and Wednesday for the campus in Kuala Lumpur. So you see that they have allocated for each week, what are the activities that are going to be conducted? Is it by the faculty? Is it by the university or by the college? So students must participate. To me, you don't have to be present physically. You just have to go online. The only thing is that you must have enough data, internet data, in order for you to participate in all these activities. Okay, so the activities that you are going to be attending will be given points. So there will be points given. Okay, there will be points given to students who actively participate in the co-curriculum activities. And it is only on Tuesday from 2 p.m. until 11 at night. In other words, they can have the whole day from 2 to until 9 conducting activities for students, especially for students. And you are given points if you participate in that. Okay? So, yes, the objective is all these activities will be recorded and given a merit point in UTM Acad and Transcript student activity transcript that we call UTM site. So in other words, this is what the Student Affairs Division is now implementing. Okay, so students are encouraged to participate in this Hari Co-Curriculum Mingguan. So as I mentioned just now, you don't have to be participating physically. You are only doing that online in your place, in your house. But still, you can get information. You can get many things from these particular co-curriculum activities. Okay. So this is the tentative schedule for the Hari Curriculum Mingguan. So that means there will be, from time to time we are going to announce this. Okay. So I would advise everybody, all the new students, to participate in this Hariko curriculum, because you see, they are organizing something that is benefit to you. You will gain many from this kind of activities. Okay, so this is the UTM site. We call that UTM site, the UTM student activity transcript, that will be given to you at the end of your study. Aside from the academic transcript that you are going to get, from each semester, or you are going to be also be presented by the student activity transcript. Okay. Now this student activity transcript, there will be evaluation that is going to be done specifically by your academic advisor. So academic advisor will be the one that will be endorsing this particular transcript. So if you get any awards, okay, if you participate in the program and becomes one of the committee, okay, becomes the committee, then you are given points, more points, okay? So you find that the final results from the UTM side can be good, very good, excellent. So there's no bad. It's either good, very good, or excellent. So meaning, this transcript will give additional information when you are seeking for a job later. In other words, you see, from this transcript, you will know that student is really involving in the activities during their during their undergraduate studies. They don't really excel in academics. They are also actively participating in the student activities. Because student activities actually they design as such that you are going to be molded into not only into your skills in speaking, in team working, how you want to teamwork between your friends, even though not in a physical way. So there will be team working also skills that you are going to be exposed to. Not really team working in a form of you together, but online, possibly. So all this will be given points. So either you are going to give, if you are a director, deputy director, secretary, bursary, committee, member, participant, all these are being awarded with points, and that will be included into your student activity transcript. Okay, so I would advise, please, this is not a waste of time. Don't say this is a waste of time. Anything you do while you are here as a student is not a waste of time. Please think positive. We are here to give you as much knowledge and education as possible. Even how you want to deal with your garbage. How you want to deal with your garbage. For example, your trash. Something which is not useful. How to make it useful. Isn't that a good education? Not a waste of time. To tell you frankly, all the activities are not a waste of time. Okay? Please do participate. Now, before you graduate, also, you need to do all this process. We call that the professional skills certificate. Now, in other words, if there are 5 certificates, skills certificate that you need to go through. Okay? So, you need to fulfill all of them. or else your graduation needs to be withheld. You cannot graduate. So that's why the courses, the academic advisor will be advising you what courses to be taken from each year and each semester. So please make sure you are always aware of that. Now, we are hoping the online or the non-physical way of, meeting you, we are not going to be long. I hope by next semester we can meet you in person. Okay? So that's why it is very important for all of you to really go through all these courses and make sure they are done as soon as possible. Whenever you have time, do them. Complete them. So that you don't have to wait. Okay? When other students are registering for that, please follow the crowd. Please follow the crowd. So that you are not being left behind. And of course, you are not here, but still when you are here next time, please follow the student dress code. Okay? You cannot dress whatever you want. There are dress code that you need to follow. For example, it doesn't have to be very tight. Must be loose fitting dress that you are using or you are dressing. Must be proper. You not just slipper. Wearing slippers to classes or to meet your advisors. Okay, and make sure it has to be abide or follow closely. And so student, while you are in campus, you are abide to this particular rules. Okay, and of course you need to wear your card matrix. Student matrix card has to be worn all the time. Okay, or else we do not know that who you are. Okay, that is a proof that you are a student of UTM. This is when you are already here in campus. Now, on it. Okay, right? And there are also some prohibitions that we are asking the student to follow. Please do not, if possible, do not go against what is being prohibited. Important dates for semester 1, of course, lectures will be we will start next week on Sunday, and then amendments to course registration by students, and then we have penalty for in week 2, if you don't register. If you register in week 2, then you are be given penalty, and course withdrawal beginning from week 3 to 8. And then we have the breaks, semester break. And again, lectures in part 2 and revision. And final examination will be from 7 to 25th February. And final break for semester 2 is from 28th February to 11th March. And semester 2, 2021 will start on 21st March, 21st March, betul Betul. 21st March 2021. Okay? Alright. And again, I am advising everybody, students, go to this My Portal, portal My UTM, https my.utm.my. This is a one-stop student services. You can have a lot of information posted in this particular portal. And not forgetting our FS website. FS website. Okay. Okay. And the related website of Faculty of Science. We have Faculty of Science, SERAT, we have AMD, we have the Office of Bursary, UTM. And student counters in block level 3C17, level 1, and block TO2 for Department of Biosciences. And the operational time is from Sunday to Wednesday, 8:30 to 12:30, 2:30 to 4:30. Yeah? So please come during the operation hours. Okay? And also we have Thursday. Thursday ends at 3:15. All right? And the contact numbers, extension, fax numbers, they're very important. And also, you can reach me on that particular email address. And also the extension. Yeah? I think that's all for today. Do you have any question? If you have, I think your academic advisor, you may ask your academic advisor. Inshallah, they can help you with anything related to the academic matters. Okay? I think that'll be all for today. Stay safe, keep healthy, kita jaga kita, and try to break the change of COVID-19. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillah, syukur kita kepada taklimat yang telah disampaikan oleh Bursar Profesor Dr. Fadilah binti Yusof itu selaku timbalan dekan akademik dan juga hal ehwal pelajar Fakulti Sains. Okey, dengan itu maka berakhirlah program kita, iaitu pendaftaran pelajar baru, normal baru pada kali ini. Jadi sebelum kita berakhir, terima kasih diucapkan kepada kru-kru IT kita yang bersungguh-sungguh untuk mencayakan pertubuhan pada bukan senang untuk online bersama dengan pelajar-pelajar, dan juga terima kasih kepada tenaga pengajar akademik Fakulti Sains yang hadir pada hari ini dan juga yang menuntut secara online, dan juga para mahasiswa dan juga mahasiswi yang menuntut kita daripada pagi tadi hinggalah ke saat ini. Jadi terima kasih banyak-banyak. Semoga mendapat impak yang berguna untuk anda untuk meneruskan lagi pendaftaran anda pelajar baru ini untuk terus menjadikan UDM institusi pilihan utama anda. Okey, sebelum kita berakhir, kita akan menyanyikan bersama lagu keramat kita, keunggulan terbilang. Jadi diminta kanan kita Fakulti Sains untuk berdiri di belakang sini bersama dengan yang berbagai dekan untuk kita sama-sama menyanyikan lagu keunggulan terbilang. Dan juga kepada semua sekali mahasiswa dan juga mahasiswi untuk sama-sama kita menyanyikan lagu keunggulan terbilang. Jadi ada seni kata yang kita paparkan di skrin nanti untuk menghayati lagu keunggulan terbilang, lagu keramat Universiti Teknologi Malaysia. Sampai kita jumpa lagi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Cekal